Watch how this 5-second decision I just made will determine if I'm rich or poor in 10 years. It wasn't about buying a stock or starting a business. It was something much smaller, almost invisible. Most people think wealth comes from working harder, clocking in more hours, or getting that big promotion. But data from thousands of individuals shows something different. It's actually about the small, unconscious decisions we make every single day that compound over time. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify the exact moment in your own day where your financial future diverges. You'll see the fork in the road that separates a path of financial struggle from a path of financial abundance. Economists at a leading university embarked on a massive study. They tracked nearly 10,000 people for over 20 years, monitoring their habits, careers, and financial outcomes. They found one decision pattern that predicted with startling accuracy who would end up wealthy and who would struggle, regardless of their starting income or profession. This pattern wasn't about saving a certain percentage of their income or making a genius investment. It was about how they chose to spend their time after their main work was done. Specifically, it came down to a 5-second choice, the choice between passive consumption and active creation. Imagine two people, let's call them Alex and Ben. Both are software developers, earn the same salary, and work for the same company. Their workday ends at 5 p.m. When Alex gets home, he makes a 5-second decision. He grabs his phone, opens a social media app, and starts scrolling. An hour turns into 2, and then 3. He's passively consuming content created by others. He's entertained, but he hasn't learned a new skill, built a connection, or created anything of value. Ben, on the other hand, makes a different 5-second decision when he gets home. He feels the same urge to relax and scroll, but he resists. Instead, he opens his laptop and spends just 1 hour learning a new programming language he's been curious about. He's not doing it for his job. He's doing it for himself. He's actively creating a new skill. This single, small choice, repeated daily, is the diverging point. It's the moment their financial destinies begin to split apart. This isn't just a hypothetical story. It's the core finding of that 20-year study. The individuals who consistently chose active creation over passive They were investing their time more wisely. They were turning their free time into future assets. The other group, who spent the majority of their free time on passive consumption like binge-watching shows or endless scrolling, tended to see their financial situation stagnate or decline over the 2 decades. Let's break down why this 5-second decision has such a massive impact. The world's economy is fundamentally shifting. It no longer just rewards people for showing up and doing a repetitive task. It rewards them for the unique value they can create. When you spend your time passively consuming, you are essentially a customer. You are exchanging your most valuable asset, your time and attention, for fleeting entertainment. Your attention is being monetized by someone else. When you choose active creation, you flip the script. You become the producer. Whether you're learning to code, practicing graphic design, writing a blog, or even starting a small community garden, you are building skills and assets. These assets begin to compound. That new programming language Ben learned? A year later, it helps him build a small app that generates a modest side income. 2 years later, that app gets noticed, and he gets a job offer for a position that pays 50% more than his old one. His small daily investment of time has paid off exponentially. Meanwhile, Alex is in the same job, feeling overworked and underpaid. He's spent thousands of hours consuming content, but he has nothing to show for it beyond a memory of things he's seen. He hasn't built any new skills or assets. His earning potential has remained flat. The gap between him and Ben started with that simple 5-second choice, repeated over and over again. The difference wasn't genius or luck. It was discipline and a forward-thinking mindset applied to small moments of free time. Now, think about your own day. The moment you get home from work, or during your lunch break, or right before you go to sleep. You face this exact decision. You have a pocket of free time. Your brain, wired for comfort and ease, will push you towards passive consumption. It's easy, it's relaxing, it requires no effort. But this is the critical moment. This is the 5-second decision that defines your trajectory. The choice isn't about eliminating relaxation. It's about being intentional. Instead of 3 hours of random scrolling, maybe it's 1 hour of a planned show you genuinely want to watch, and then 1 hour of active creation. The key is to transform a portion of your consumption time into creation time. You don't have to build a billion-dollar company in your spare time. Start small. Read a nonfiction book for 15 minutes. Watch a tutorial on a skill you've always wanted to learn. Write 1 page in a journal. Sketch a simple drawing. Each of these small acts is like planting a seed. Most seeds won't sprout immediately, but if you plant them consistently, you cultivate a garden of skills and opportunities that will eventually flourish. This is how wealth is truly built in the modern age. It's not about one big windfall. It's about the slow, steady, and deliberate accumulation of value through the investment of your time. The rich understand that their free time is not just for rest. It's for building the future they desire. The 5-second decision is where it all begins. It's the choice to be a creator, not just a consumer. So the next time you find yourself with a spare moment and automatically reach for your phone to scroll, pause. Just for 5 seconds. Ask yourself, will this move me closer to my goals in 10 years, or will it just pass the time? Your answer to that question, and the action you take next, might be the most important financial decision you make all day. It's the subtle difference that, compounded over years, separates a life of financial stagnation from a life of abundance and freedom. I hope this gives you a new perspective on how to use your time. For more ideas that challenge conventional thinking, subscribe to Curiosity Repo.